beautiful people of the world. Thank you so much for joining me today here on MBM. My name is Claire Summer and I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading for you. Today's beautiful reading is Will My Ex Return? So will your ex come back to you, and will you come back together? I'm just going to be looking at the messages from Spirit surrounding your situation today. All right, I will just put out a trigger warning. Please don't ask the question if you don't genuinely want to know the answer. Just bear that in mind before you go ahead with this reading, because my readings contain both light and shade. So whatever energies I see in the cards, I think they're worth reflecting on, and that's what we're going to talk about today. All right, so I've got 3 groups for you. I will insert an overhead shot so that you can make your selection. We have group 1, group 2, and group 3. You are welcome to pause the video if you need a little bit more time, but I always ask that you choose from your intuition, because that will guide you as to which of the groups will resonate most with you in your situation today. Okay, so take a deep breath and drop down into your body and choose from your intuition. I just want to thank my Loomies, my amazing, lovely subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting this channel and supporting each other. And I want to let you know that my beautiful collection of guided meditations and affirmations is available through my website. There's lots of information in the description box and more information on my website as well, if that resonates with you. But people have been getting really good results with those and helping them to create positive change in their lives. So check that out if it resonates, but otherwise make your selection. Timestamps are in the description box as always, and yeah, make your selection. I will see you in a moment. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading, everyone who picked group number 1. I'm going to start with your tarot cards and we'll see what energies there are surrounding your situation and whether or not your ex will come back to you today. So I'm starting with the tarot. I'll look at your oracle cards later in the reading. This is the Knight of Swords, 7 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, again represented in your reading, and the 8 of Cups in the reverse at the center of your reading. This is quite interesting. This is 888, so we've got like an angel number here. 9 of Cups in reverse, 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands in reverse, Knight of Cups. All right, so I see Virgo's energy represented here, as well as Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. So that may resonate with you. If it doesn't, don't worry about it too much. So I see that what I'm sensing is that your person is maybe a little bit hot and cold. Maybe they've been in and out of your life, okay? I feel like one minute they're blowing up your phone, they're really in your life. You can really feel their energy coming towards you, that they come on quite strong, but then they leave just as quickly. So they're like in your life and you think that things are going well, and then they're out of your life again. So this is what I'm sensing. With your person, there seems to be a little bit of a pattern with them, that they get close, and when they get close they get triggered and then they pull away. Okay, this is what I'm picking up on right now. I feel like with this 7 of Swords, I know this is often linked to deception, but I feel in the message that I'm getting, the feeling that I'm getting is this is about self-sabotage. In this instance, there's something about this that I'm seeing, and we'll talk about it more in depth, whereby they're self-sabotaging this situation, and maybe that is resonating with you now. Maybe that sounds true for you, that you're just like, that you can be so good together, that this has got a lot of potential, and they're sort of undermining it, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. They're undermining the goodness that there is here in some way. It's like they recognize it, they recognize the connection, they recognize the love. It's not like they can't see it, but there's this energy of them feeling unworthy of love like this. The kind of pure, beautiful love that you give them from your beautiful open heart space, right? So this is what I'm picking up on, an energy of self-sabotage, of them getting close, of pulling away, and them kind of sabotaging this. Because they think that they don't deserve it. This is what I'm picking up on. It's interesting because we've got this Eight of Pentacles. I've used two different decks today, both together, both represented in your reading and both together. So I feel like this is something that is worth exploring. This is something that is worth putting the work in for. Okay, and there is that energy around this connection that it is worth working for. Like, there are the blocks and challenges that you have, right, can be worked through. They can be overcome with diligence, with persistence. Okay, and I feel like it's not going to magically happen, right? There are things that need sorting out in the 3D world, maybe practical issues to do with distance or responsibilities or time management or something really sexy like this, right? So I'm sensing that there are those issues. So what is it that's coming to mind right now about that? But this is, you know, this is represented strongly in your reading. Your person is able to find solutions to this, and you are able to come together to find solutions to these things that have been keeping you apart in the past. So this is a connection that's worth working for. And I feel that your person is coming into that energy where this is more solid, grounded energy as well, which I really like. If they've been flighty in the past, you know, maybe they've got to the point where they recognize that they're self-sabotaging this, where they recognize that they're undermining it, and they know that they need to work. They need to work to get you back. You're not just going to come back just like that. They need to know that they need to put the work in to get you back. That's what I'm seeing here. You know, that it's going to take patience, that it's going to take persistence. Because I just feel like whatever it is that they've done in the past, where they've acted out of their integrity or they have hurt you, they know that if they want to get you back now, it's going to have to put in a big effort. You're not just going to take them back for just anything, just because they say so. They're going to have to level up. They're going to have to show you that they're serious. But ultimately, look, this is the center of your reading, and this is Eight of Cups in the reverse, right? So the center of your reading is like the theme of your reading. Eight of Cups, okay? They do not want to leave this behind. They do not want to leave this connection behind. They haven't moved on from it. They're still in that energy. They're still connected to you. There isn't anyone else. You know, there may be people that they're messing around with or flirting with or whatever, if that's what you've seen on their social media, but there isn't anyone else for them but you. And they do not want to leave this in the past. They don't want to move on from it. They don't want to leave it behind. And then we've got Nine of Cups in reverse. Some of them may be overindulging a little bit, you know, maybe drinking a little bit too much, maybe partying a little bit too much, whatever it is. That's indicated here. I'm sensing, I've got to say this, that your person is going through, this may not resonate with everybody, and there can be different levels of this because this is just a general reading, but I'm just sensing that your person isn't in a very good headspace right now. Like, they are struggling a little bit with like who they are. I really feel it. It feels quite gritty. So there may be a little bit of depression, a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of low vibration, a little bit of low mood that they're struggling with. Could be in relation to this connection. It could just be generally in their life. I feel like what I'm hearing from Spirit is that they lack direction a little bit. It's like they're not very happy in their work and what it is that they're doing. Perhaps, or even if their work is good, it's not fulfilling their soul's purpose. They feel a little bit lost is what I'm hearing. And this may, the fact that they don't feel empowered, the fact that they don't know what direction they're going in, is going to impact their relationships and is impacting this. So they're still very much in your energy. There is nobody else for them. This Nine of Cups in the reverse, they do really feel like they've missed out. There's this energy of missing out on something so special. This sense of loss, this sense of like, this isn't really what I wanted. Okay, maybe they have self-sabotaged it, but in their heart of hearts, this isn't what they wanted. They feel like they've lost your love. They feel like they've lost your respect. They've lost hope, right? This is what I'm hearing from Spirit, of kind of getting you back. They're looking at you, Nine of Pentacles. I feel like they've lost hope. They just feel like it's like so much effort to get you back that they just don't even know where to start. And they see you. I feel like for some of them, they feel like you've moved on. I feel like for some of them, they're seeing you and they're just like, well, I see you, you know, perhaps you're with somebody else, or, you know, you've been dating other people, or just that you've got your own thing going on. You're working towards your goals. You're building your wealth. You're seeing some success in your life, and they're looking at you and thinking, well, maybe they're better off without me, because I just feel so down in the dumps. I feel like, you know, I don't have a lot to offer them. Things aren't going very well in my life in comparison to you. So again, there's this energy of them having you up on a pedestal, of you looking like, you know, maybe you came from a better family situation. Maybe you are in a better place in your life through your own hard work, right? And they're looking at that and just thinking, I don't have anything to offer you, because you've got it all going on your own. You're attractive, you're working towards your goals, you know what it is that you want, you're more balanced, right? So this is what's holding them back. It's like their own self-esteem, really. This is what's holding them back. So I see mixed messages here. So I see them coming, there's like, they want to come towards you. They're still invested in you. They want to invest in you more. They know that they need to put the work in. I think they're worried about getting rejected. I think it's going to hurt them too much if you said no to them. This is their fear. See, we've got this Ace of Wands in the reverse, which suggests like to the Knight of Cups that they're afraid, or just like they're reluctant, is what I'm hearing, to come forward with that offer of love. So there's still so much love here, right? They still love you. They want to come towards you and tell you this and make another go of it, level up and put the work in, you know? Eight of Pentacles twice in your reading. I've got too many cards in my hand, and this powerful 888 situation, but they're reluctant to come forward with this love because they're worried about getting rejected. Okay, so they want to. They still love you. They're still 100% invested in this, and you may be able to feel their energy and feel connected to them, but they're reluctant to come forward with this energy right now. They're stalling, is what I'm hearing. There's like an obstacle, a block that they need to get over in their own mind before they can do this. I feel that they're going to, because your outcome of the reading is the Knight of Cups. This is someone who's coming towards you with an offer of love, right? This is someone who is coming towards you with an offer of love. But there's this block that they've got in their own mind. And the block is fear of rejection, I feel. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's start with this. Let's start with this. So we have the card Trapped. It says feeling stuck, tied down, captive. Okay, so this is just what we've been talking about, that low mood that they're caught in, and that block that they have that they need to overcome before they can come towards you. Very interesting. So So it's like they're trapped in their own mind, they're trapped in their own mental processes. It isn't an energetic block, it's, you know, between you both. It's just like within themselves that they need to get over. So I feel what I'm getting is like an image of a web. So they're kind of caught up in all their thoughts and feelings right now. But look at this, okay? We have 3 amazing cards. We have a card Very Soon from the Romance Oracles deck. All my decks are linked in the description box. We have the card The Answer is Yes. And we have the card Divine Timing, the thing that everybody loves. So I do see them coming towards you. I think it's going to be sooner than you think or than you expect. This is a powerful indication that they are able to get over that block that they've got in their own mind towards rejection. Maybe you can send them a bit of loving energy just from your heart space, not in a needy way, just like that universal love, just going, it's safe. You're safe to approach me, right? It is, you know, I can create a safe space for you to come towards me, to connect to my heart. I'm not going to give you a hard time. Okay, I'm going to listen. I'm going to be open. I'm not going to be fierce, right? So I see them coming forward to you much sooner than you think. The answer is yes. You know, the question that we asked Spirit was, you know, will my ex return? The answer is yes. And then we have the card Divine Timing. I feel like this is indicating there's going to be a bit of serendipity in your meeting or in your connection. You know, if you're trying to manifest them getting into that energy of kind of letting go, you know, let go and let God, just let things unfold in their own time. Your person is working on their own stuff. I know that we don't like to hear about divine timing, but that's the only timing there is, really. And when we are in divine timing, it means we're in right alignment. It means that things, rather than forcing things, we're just allowing things to flow. When we allow things to flow and we relax, Spirit is saying, you know, just relax and be peaceful, then, you know, things work out well. So a little bit of serendipity here as well, in them coming forward to you. So I do see them being able to overcome that block that they have within themselves and come towards you, you know, with an open heart. All right. So very beautiful. That's everything that I have for you in this reading today. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful time and energy with me. It's been my honor to read your cards as always. It feels very, very human, this reading. I'm kind of, you know, human vulnerabilities, and it feels like a loving connection as well. You know, there is positive energy here, but I feel like your person, they feel sad to me at this time, just right now. But yes, if you feel called to, please check out my beautiful book, Attract Soulmate Love. I have written it from the heart for our community. People from the community have been writing to me, telling me they have really cool stories. I'm getting really good feedback from my book. People are loving it. They wish they'd had it years ago. They wish they'd known this stuff years ago. It has created positive change in their lives. It's brought them into union with, you know, their special person. So it's super powerful. If it resonates with you, do check it out. It is linked in the description box. But have an amazing week. I love you all lots and lots, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. Everyone who picked group number 2, I'm going to take a look at the energies surrounding your situation and the messages from Spirit. And I'm going to start with your tarot cards today, and I will look at your oracle cards a little bit later in the reading. Opening with the powerful Magician card. This is the Good Tarot. All my decks are linked in the description box if you ever like any of them, because I do get questions. So 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 5 of Swords in reverse, Page of Swords at the center of your reading, the Emperor, King of Swords, Ace of Swords in reverse. There's a lot of swords energy in this reading, and closing your reading with Knight of Pentacles. Okay, Aries energy represented here, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. So that may resonate with you. If it doesn't, don't worry about it too much, okay? So this is a lot of positive energy here with this Magician card. I really like this. Sorry, these cards are so shiny. there's nothing I can do about it really. It's such a shame because the images are so beautiful, but yeah, they are quite glossy. Yes, so opening a reading with this powerful positivity from the Magician. This means that you have everything in the mix to kind of make this work, to make this a success. Okay, so it may be that one of you is trying to manifest the other one back into your life. You may not realize that you're doing this. So I feel like this is a process of coming into right alignment with one another. I feel that there are some challenges. I definitely see some challenges here with this connection, but with such a powerful opening to your reading with this Magician energy, I feel like this can be magically transformed. All right, you have all the tools that you need to manifest like a good outcome to this, or for you to be able to come into right alignment with one another. You've got all the ingredients there already to kind of make this work. I feel like you may have to be quite pragmatic about things, because we've got this 3 of Pentacles energy as well. So this definitely indicates there is that you can make this work. Excuse me. You can work together, is what I'm hearing from Spirit, to be able to create a good outcome with this. So overall, but I feel like your person is very reluctant. This is what I'm getting from this reading, looking at these cards down here. Your person is very reluctant to be open to the idea of this connection, of this relationship, right? What I'm hearing is resistance. There's a lot of resistance. I feel like you really want it, or wanted it, or still want it. And they have been reluctant to do that. I feel like they really like you. They're really into you. They're really attracted to you, but they are unsure of what they want in terms of a relationship, and whether or not they want a relationship with you. It may be that they're really focused on their other goals right now, just like, you know, I want to travel, or I want to work towards becoming more financially stable, or I want to get over these problems before I can really consider this. So there's a little bit of right person, wrong time that I'm picking up on with this. But with the Magician, I feel like this can transform into the right time. But I feel like your person's got other, like, not responsibilities, just like other priorities is what I'm hearing, other than this relationship. And this is why they're so resistant. I don't think you can force them. I don't think you'd even really want to force them into doing something that they didn't want. You know, you want to be a priority, right? You want to be a priority. You want to be cherished and adored and, you know, made time for, and, you know, just all good positive things. And I just feel like there's so much reluctance here. Like, you get crumbs is what I'm hearing. I'm just like, from looking at this, I feel like you get crumbs, but not much else. 5 of Swords in the reverse. This is good though. This, more positivity for you if you've been like not getting on very well with them, or you went through this phase of arguments, or not being on the same page, or kind of that kind of gritty kind of communication where no one's really understanding the other, or things have got a little bit petty between you both. Your person really wants to put that behind you now. Then just like not in that space. I feel like you've both moved on from that, like you've healed from that, and that you're ready for some quality communication from each other, and that you're able to kind of accept what each other has to say. We've got the Page of Swords at the center of your reading. This indicates to me that your person really wants to talk to you, that they've got a lot to say. this is indicated here with the King of Swords. You're very much on their mind. They may be doing this thing whereby they're checking up on you on social media. If you're on social media, that they're like sending you little likes, sending you little messages on what it is that you post. And you're just like, well, or you know that they've been looking. And you're just like, well, what's all that about then? You know, is it over? Or is it not over? Are you into me? You're not into me. So, you know, that's giving you some mixed messages. It's making you feel a little bit confused because you know that they're still at the periphery of your life. They're asking about you. They're checking up on you. And yet they're not coming forward towards you. So you're just like, well, I can't move on if you're going to keep doing this, because they're giving you this hope all the time that they're going to reach out to you with something significant. I feel like you have a much clearer idea about what it is that you want, and I feel like you are slightly more into them than they are into you. And this isn't, I don't want to be harsh, this is no reflection on you at all. Like I say, they find you really super attractive, super magnetic. There is this magnetic attraction between you both. But it's just like, they've just got this sense, right, that they know that they have the power over you, that they can make you happy, or make you sad. And what am I sensing? It's not like that they enjoy it. It just makes them feel powerful, and it makes them, they just kind of, it makes them feel safe. I feel like you think that they, I'm being really real with you now, okay? This is real talk. I feel like they know, or you think of them as the prize, right? You think of them as the prize, as up there. Maybe you've put them on a pedestal a little bit. Remember, this is only your message if it resonates with you. And if it does, this is just from my heart to yours and from one friend to another. But I feel like maybe you've made them the prize. Like you've put them on a pedestal, like you've raised them up a little bit to make them out a little bit more special than they actually are. I'm not saying that they're not special, but just that I feel like they feel like there's too much pressure. Too much pressure to make you happy, or that you're putting all your eggs in one basket, or that I feel like they feel like there's no challenge because they know that that your heart is already tied up to them. And I feel like they want to pursue you because there's a lot of masculine energy here. They want to pursue you. That's the masculine energy, the energy to pursue. They want to know that there's something to fight for, and they want you to be the prize. And I think that maybe you've made them the prize. This is what I'm picking up on. So I feel like the dynamics need to change a little bit, but I think that it will transform. You know, the whole theme of this reading is that it's going to transform into something else. So if this does resonate with you, and that is the case, then one, take them down off that pedestal. You know, you are equals, okay? And know that. And when you see yourself in that light, you know, you are completely 100% worthy, all right? You are worthy of love. You are worthy of a beautiful relationship. You know, just feel that love in your heart and radiate it out, and it will be reflected back at you. So you are completely worthy. And, you know, be confident. Know that you are irresistible, okay? To any person you desire, okay? Make that the truth for you, and remember that you are the prize, okay? You are the prize, and you are a prize worth pursuing, worth fighting for, all right? Again, there's this energy, you know, with the Emperor here, and then this King of Swords energy of being pragmatic. So I feel like, you know, they're just you know, being a bit logical. They're not coming from their heart space, and maybe they're just not used to doing that. I feel like this isn't like a very romantic person, or they haven't been, you know, they don't express themselves in that very romantic way. They, you know, they're quite, they like to think of themselves as a realist, and, you know, they don't get caught up in fantasies or, you know, indulge their emotions or things like this. So they're quite on the level, they're quite measured. You are in their mind a lot. Okay, they are thinking this through. There is a lot that they want to say to you in this situation. You know, they want to come forward and talk to you about things. I feel that that's what they really want, is what's going to make things better. But then we've got Ace of Swords in reverse. So this can indicate that they have lied to you in the past. If this is the case, it's something you already know about. I'm not telling you something you don't already know. But ultimately what I'm sensing is that they're just reluctant to speak their truth to you, to tell you, because I feel like you're in the dark a little bit, right? You're just like, well, what is this all about? What is happening? And so they're a little bit reluctant to tell you what's on their mind. So they're thinking these things, but they haven't told you that what's going on with them. They haven't spoken out about it. So maybe you just need them to give you closure. Or maybe you want to talk about a specific thing that happened and just like, you know, what's going on with that? Or how do you feel about that? And they haven't told you. Again, I feel like they're being very practical about things. They're just like, yeah, I'm super attracted. I'm super magnetically attracted to this person, but I'm just not sure what I want for the long term, or I'm not sure that it's a good idea for us to be in a relationship, because I'm not relationship material, or because I want to travel, or whatever it is. They've got their own reasons. They're not being very open in their communication with you, or they haven't been in the past when you were together or when you were in communication. But closing your reading with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so we've opened it with this powerful energy of change and transformation and transition. I see them coming towards you with this change, with this Knight of Pentacles. He is the slowest mover in the tarot. This situation can transform. It can shift. These energies can shift that we've reflected on today. I do see them coming towards you, again, with this very pragmatic energy. Isn't very romantic, but maybe that's what you need. You need to be like a problem solver. Maybe you need to overcome some blocks. Maybe there are some practical issues that you need to talk about. Maybe you do need to have that really grown-up conversation, that kind of talking about the real things that are a little bit difficult. But I see them coming forward to you with that. They're reluctant to do it, but they want to do it. They want to talk to you. They've got a lot that they want to say. And I see them coming forward to be able to do that. But it's slowly. So it may be like, what I'm hearing from Spirit is one step at a time. So there's little steps on this journey. It's not going to happen all at once. It's not going to be like a Hollywood movie. There are little steps where you come closer to one another. You understand, you get closer in understanding. So closer energetically, closer physically, and then closer in understanding. All right. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. Okay, we have the card Mirroring. This is very beautiful. This is actually my twin flame card, so you may be dealing with a twin flame. But it just indicates that you're mirroring one another in terms of how you're feeling. So if they've pulled back a little bit, you've pulled back a little bit. If you are thinking about them, then they are definitely thinking about you. All right. We have the card Divine Feminine. This is very interesting. Because we've got so much masculine energy here with the Emperor, you know, that's the divine masculine, and now we have the divine feminine. So this is just about things coming into balance. Again, this mirroring energy. And of you being able to receive what it is that they have to offer, what it is that they want to say to you in their own time. There's definitely this need for you to nourish yourself. If you've been getting too emotionally invested in this, you know, and it doesn't match their investment, or you feel like you can't be happy without them, Spirit wants to know that you can. When you just get into that energy of just raising your vibration, of receiving all the good that the universe has to offer you, then things are going to start to flow again. They're going to feel much better for you. That's what I'm hearing. We have the card Better Off. It says happiness, perspective, clear headspace. And I definitely see that with the King of Swords. So someone in this connection really getting the headspace that they need, being able to get the clarity that they need, being able to get perspective on what they want for the long term. A lot of long-term energies here. You know, this Emperor card is about commitment. And it's about the long term. So someone in this connection may be really thinking about what it is that they want for the long term to make them happy. All right. And we have the beautiful card engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Again, the Emperor is about commitment. This card is about commitment. It feels quite weighty, this reading. It feels like what I'm hearing from Spirit is like there's a lot at stake. Like they're deciding, your person is making a decision about what they want for themselves, and they're looking quite far into the future. Is what I'm sensing, that they're quite serious as well, or they're quite serious about this, or what it is that they're considering right now. So I see them coming towards you step by step. I see that maybe you need to put a bit of energy back onto yourself to really nourish yourself. I feel like you're in need of a little bit of nourishment right now. Spiritual nourishment. Remember, you are a spiritual being. Connect to that peace inside you. All right. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful time and energy with me. I hope this has been helpful in some way. Do connect with me in the comments. People don't write to me very often in the comments, so I don't know why. But I do read them. I am here. So yeah, if you want to, but also check out my beautiful book, Attract Soulmate Love. I've written it from the heart for our community, and people have been getting really, really beautiful results as to coming into right alignment with their beloved. So, and I've been getting really, really, really lovely feedback from people saying how it has helped them. So maybe it might help you. Check that out if it resonates. It's linked below in the description box. But have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots of love in your situation, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading. Everyone who picked group number 3, I'm going to take a look at the energy surrounding your situation and the messages from Spirit in your cards today. So I'm going to start with the tarot, and I will look at your oracle cards a little bit later. All right. So opening your reading with the Devil, which in this deck is temptation. This is a number 15. Breaks down to a 6. 7 of Wands. Interesting. 9 of Pentacles. Magician in reverse. 6 of Pentacles. 7 of Cups in reverse. 6 of Swords. The Empress. 2 of Wands in reverse. Okay then, so I see Libra's energy represented here, and Capricorn's energy as well. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, that may resonate with you. If it doesn't, don't worry about it too much, okay? Wow, what have you guys been going through, excuse me, what's been going on here with this? I feel like this has been like quite a stressful connection. I feel like someone in this connection has really fought for this. Like they've just done everything that they can to make this person happy, to make this connection work. Or, you know, maybe you've both been trying your best and maybe you haven't been able to connect and really make this work. There's images of beautiful fireflies on this card and a unicorn as well. So I love this card, this temptation. It's so beautiful. I understand it. So I feel like there's this magnetic pull between you both. I feel like maybe you've tried to fight it. Maybe you've tried to fight this connection. Maybe you're just like, I know that this person isn't the best for me, or I know that we're kind of not really compatible in some way, and yet I'm so drawn to them and they're so drawn to me, and I'm just like, and it's like, will, you know, when is this ever going to be done? Because we're like woven into each other's lives, and we're together and then we're apart. and then they come back again, and there's just always this temptation. You know, you can't move on from this. There's this magnetic pull from between you both. I feel like it's been a little bit emotionally draining for you. There is that temptation there to have another ride on the rodeo. They're still connected to you. You're both still woven into each other's energy really strongly. There's still this, you know, opening the reading with this, there's still this magnetic pull between you both. There is a lot of lust here that I'm seeing, and a lot of passion, very fiery. So like, I feel like when you get on, you really get on, and when you're not getting on, then that can be quite intense as well. What I'm getting from this is there's so much intensity around there. So I just feel like there's like peak emotion here. There's that feeling of I've never experienced anything like this before. No one else can ever compare to this. This is, you know, the best feeling in the world. It's almost like a drug. But yeah, I feel like someone has really gone the distance, has really tried to fight for this connection. They've really tried to make this work. But ultimately, you've ended up single or back on your own. Even though you've tried your best, I feel like your person they prefer to be single in some way, or they prefer to keep you at arm's length, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. I feel like, in all honesty, this is like truth tea now. This is just from one friend to another. I feel like your person isn't relationship ready. I think they should teach this in schools. That not everyone you meet is able and willing to receive love or is ready for a relationship. Because having a situationship or you know, whatever you want to call it, or hookups, or just, you know, getting, you know, being attracted to somebody isn't the same as having the skills that are needed to have a relationship. And I feel like your person isn't at that space on their spiritual journey right now. And if this is your message, then this will resonate with you. You'll be like, okay. And this is only empowering to be able to look at something with clarity, right? To be able to look at it clearly and be able to go, oh, this is what I'm dealing with. This is why it's so confusing. This is why we're not on the same page. This is why it isn't working. It's because one of us is a little bit further ahead on the spiritual journey. One of us is ready. One of us feels worthy for a relationship. And the other person just likes to please themselves at this time, or isn't ready for a relationship, and may never be in this lifetime. This may be part of their soul's growth, which goes over many lifetimes. And this is no reflection on you. It can be so painful, and we can blame ourselves. And our ego's just like, oh, this must be my fault, blah, blah, blah. No, don't enmesh with them. Hold strong to your roots and who you are. Because if that is truly where they're at, then that is kind of what's going on with them. And that's an empowering realization, just to be like, okay, if this is who they really are, and I can't change them, and it's not my job to change them even if I could, do I still want to play this game? Do I still want to be involved in this energy? Do I still want to connect to this? Because this is always our choice, isn't it? What we choose to connect with and to resonate with. Magician in reverse. I feel like somebody feels powerless in this connection. Maybe they feel powerless to resist, right? When they come back round, again, this magnetic pull of attraction. I feel like they're not going to change. At this time, remember, we're only looking at the energies right now. You know, the fact is, if you want this, you can have it. If you want them to come back, they can come back. You can manifest them back into your life. But the question that Spirit is asking is, do you really want to? Is it making you feel more radiant and positive and high vibrational, or is it diminishing your radiance? Is it taking up too much of your time, of your emotional energy? Is it a distraction from the work that you are here to do in this human experience in life? These are big questions that we're asking today. So at this time, they're very much embedded in who they are and what it is that they're at and what it is that they're doing. And at this time, they're enjoying their single life, and they prefer to keep you at arm's length and to be like this. And this isn't going to change in the near future. I'm not saying that it will never change, but they're not going to change right now. That Seven of Cups in reverse, they're never, not never, but right now they still don't know what they want. Okay, and at the center of your reading, we have the Six of Pentacles. Energy, I feel like there's this great need for balance. There's a need for balance here. Emotional balance. I feel like they may have just been giving you crumbs at some point. You deserve more than that. You deserve the whole cake. I feel like your person is moving away, Six of Swords, from this love that you are offering. You are an amazing person. You could have anyone that you want. All right? You are magnetic. You are special and unique. So don't narrow your focus too much just down onto this person, because you have got a beautiful future ahead of you. You've got so much love in your heart, but I feel like this person is moving away from this love that you are offering them. And that doesn't detract from who you are, or how magical you are, or from your power. But I see them moving away from it, like taking a step back away from it, because it feels safer to them. They see you. You know, there is love here with this Empress energy. There is love here. So their higher self, that's why you feel the connection so intensely. Their higher self does recognize this is a beautiful spiritual connection, but in their journey, they're just not at that place in their life right now where they can have all this. I feel like you're an old soul, right? You have all this love to give. You've got this like access to a depth of emotion, a depth of emotional understanding, which your person doesn't have access to. Two of Wands in the reverse. So I feel like somebody's tired of waiting in this connection. You know, they're feeling a little bit fed up about things, about kind of not knowing where they stand or what's going on. Again, there's just this energy of your person not knowing what they really want, of kind of being flaky is what I'm hearing. I'm going to look at your oracle cards and get some clarification, but what I'm seeing here is like, yes, I feel like they will come back towards you, but it's going to be more of the same. So whatever has happened in the past, whatever problems or issues that you've had, or wherever you haven't been on the same page, at the moment, it's going to be another go on the merry-go-round, okay? It's going to be like a little bit of history repeated. It's going to be the same thing over again. It's going to be a pattern. So this pattern needs to be broken. Remember, you can't change them. You can only change your own inner frequency. And when you change your inner frequency, you no longer vibrate at their level. So when you change yourself, either that inspires them to level up, right? when you change, they change, because obviously you are connected to one another energetically. So that could inspire a change in them. I think. But ultimately, or you change and then they no longer resonate with you and the dynamic breaks down. So this is how things work. So, but I feel like you can have it if you want it, because you are master or mistress of your own universe. But it's going to be a little bit more of the same. Okay. Right, we have the card separation. This is a little bit like the Three of Swords energy. This just represents the separation that you are in right now between you both. That you are in separation. I recognize how painful this is for you, and I'm hoping that some of the messages that have come through today, don't shoot the messenger, from Spirit, have given you this opportunity to reflect and to get clarity, because this is my hope. This is why I have the channel, so that we can, you know, ask those deeper questions and look at our situations and get greater clarity, so that ultimately we can feel better about things. So I see this separation here. I see, right, we've got the card Illusions. Clouded Judgment. It says Clouded Judgment, unbalanced, skewed. All right. So again, it's talking about, it's reflecting this energy that we were talking about at the center of your reading with the Six of Pentacles, of that need for balance to come in. You know, relationships are always 50-50, they're not 90-10. And I just feel like there is this clouded judgment about what's best for the future, what's best for you and your beautiful heart space, because of all the energy in this, and the passion and the lust and the that magnetic pull that you have, and all the emotion, right? There's a need for a little bit of clarity, a little bit less heart space, a little bit more head space. We have the card Deception from the Romance Oracles deck. All my decks are linked in the description box if you ever like any of them. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Okay, so it may be that they're acting very cocky. It may be that they're acting really confident and like they can't live without, you know, that they're happy to live without you, or that things are fine and dandy. But that isn't the truth. That isn't the truth of things. They're not bringing their real self to the table, to you, to connect to. This could be a narcissist, not for everybody, but it may resonate like that. So just be very careful, be wary. I don't feel like it's deception like third-party situation, and maybe, or kind of deceiving you like that, or lying to you. I just feel like you're not connecting to who they truly are, to their authentic self, because they're not in touch with their authentic self. Doesn't mean they're a bad person. Could just be to do with their childhood, and you know, we all do the best that we can with the information that we have. Now we have this beautiful card of understanding, with this light coming down to shine down upon you. This is illumination. This is like the Judgment card in the tarot. This is this clarity, this illumination, this understanding. When we get this understanding, we feel better, okay? We feel better, and it raises our vibration. So your vibration is going to be rising. You're coming into greater clarity, into understanding. You're stepping back into your power, which feels so good. So, I don't see them coming directly towards you. Right? But if you want this, you can call this into your life with your own power. This is your choice, that Spirit is saying you can do this. But Spirit is also saying, in this light of understanding, that if you do that, it's always going to be, you know, a pattern that repeats. Do you really want to? Is it for your highest and greatest good, when there is so much good for you to experience in this life? All right? So, and I see what an amazing person you are. with this Empress appearing in your reading. Grounded, beautiful, solid. You have so much to give. The right person. And we've all met somebody like this. There's no judgment. I've been there. I understand, but you're coming into greater understanding about the situation. So I think something's going to come to light that's really going to crystallize things for you, which is going to give you a greater idea of what's going on. You do not need to be afraid. Spirit is saying you do not need to be afraid. You are surrounded by love, by angels. Imagine yourself in a beautiful bubble of love and light. Feel it in your heart space. I love you. The universe loves you. It's all going to be good. All right. So that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. I hope it has been helpful for you in some way. Let me know how it resonates with you. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful collection of guided meditations and affirmations. You don't need to be good at meditation to do it. It's just an opportunity for you to bathe in some beautiful positivity and reprogram your subconscious mind with new core beliefs which will enhance your life experience. All right, they are all linked in the description box. But I love you all so, so much. Have a good week, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye-bye.